Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And some room to roll now. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And he will have the Broncos first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Judkins. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. To throw is Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Broncos.
On first down, here's Judkins. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. He's got room to roam. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
13 yards.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. A give up the middle. Judkins. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On the ground, it's the rookie from Alabama. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I know we saw the pass and the completion, and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
And his kick here is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, sure that he's right.
Right back to Jeanty on first down. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
He was brought down by
Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
at the 28-yard line.
Go, 76. We go. 20.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Black 20.
Goff. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Gets around him. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 3-yard line.
A first red zone chance of the new season now as they come up 1st and goal. Genty will score. Touchdown, Raiders. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Broncos 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Once more with Harvey. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Jenkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And a nice play there from the new pickup, signed just this past week to help fortify this defense.
He truly is the definition of an impact player. Surprise, surprise that it took this long for someone to pick him up.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going. It's Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a three-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line.
DC.
Goff now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
To throw is gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Cut. 180. Value 3. 11. Hold on.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
By Zach Allen.
And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
15-yard line.
Cut. 12. By 20. Hey, lift.
Goff now looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
17.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. He'll try and do this himself. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
A nice little juke. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 2nd down and 6 now.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And down he goes, brought down the Raiders sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 3rd down, Harvey. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or you're just hopeful, and you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll go play action with Nix. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Harvey now on 1st and 10. And the follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this will stay at a 7-point game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Super 66.
Now gone. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Going right side here, and that's complete. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Goff going to move his guys around a bit.
What's up?
2nd and 5. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Goff. He'll try and do this himself. And he is caught. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And down right around the 37. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Come on. Now you want. Maverick. Now you want.
Goff now looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try to run for it with Genty. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A gain of only
Absolutely love the effort there.
It's
The ability to
down.
flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. Nix to the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it, as he gets wiped out on that one.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Now the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now Goff. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now it's gone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the...
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And the defensive penetration there blew that play up and got him 2 points.
How about how they got off at the snap of the football, got upfield into the backfield, and created the big play? That's the key to everything.
He'll return it from the 6.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Gone. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
180.
On first down, it's Genty. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9.
No separation, nothing easy, baby. We go to the up.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And they work this near the 5. Will be stopped at the 6. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
20.
Once again, it's Genty. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. On the give, Genty. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
180. 76. Tell him. 76.
Here's Gone. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. And his kick is right there. It's good. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Here's Nix. Now they go screen. It's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
To throw is Nix. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes.